Time for a morning must-read from the book, A Pitcher's Story, from truly the giant of baseball writing, Roger Angell. He writes, there is also a matter of perfection, which baseball offers as a possibility in every game, but at such odds that the perfection is never mentioned. Could be, but the thought flies out of your head because it's so crazy. Let us quote, nothing went through my mind until the seventh inning, Yogi Berra said this time afterward. Not another Yogi gem, but close enough. And as always, you knew what he meant. Michael McKee, you go back and look at Yogi Berra's abilities away from the funny comments, but it was about the game. And he did it right from the get-go out of 8th grade in St. Louis.
Perhaps only Babe Ruth matched him in the American people's love for a baseball figure. And he was an extraordinary, talented as well as humorous baseball figure. You know, he played 19 years, 3 MVP awards, 15 All-Star Game appearances, played in more World Series games than anyone else. Of course, he's remembered for some of the great, great quotes. He said, of course, it ain't over till it's over. Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded. And if people don't want to come to a baseball game, nobody's going to stop them.
Bob Nardelli with me. One of my great childhood memories is Fenway Park in the 60s, early 60s. I could barely remember it. Mickey Mantle stealing second, Whitey Ford pitching. Whitey Ford was 14 years in the minors.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys were mere mortals, weren't they?
Well, Yogi's the kind of legend that we need today. It's someone that the youth of America could look up to, someone with integrity, someone with passion, right? Someone
You're thinking Tom Brady, right?
Well,
I would not put him in that category.
I think I was talking about Yogi, to be honest with you. But, you know, every child growing up, you and I during that period, we all knew Yogi. We all looked up to him. We all aspired, had this aspirational desire to be like Yogi Berra.
And there wasn't like the competition there is now. I mean, there's the football derby every Sunday afternoon and tangential things like the hockey you and I talk about. But, you know, really up to the Steinbrenner years, baseball was front and center.
Baseball is still, in most people's minds, America's game, even if more people tune in on Sundays for football. I have to point to one Yogi quote that is very appropriate today, and that is, the future ain't what it used to be. And without Yogi, that is very true. It is very true.
Yogi Berra, he is dead at 90, of course, for years with the New York Yankees, and for years, without question, the catcher of the modern era.